That's right. The official sponsor of Highway 34 Connection, the podcast, is Dubby Energy, a clean energy to help you be better. Dubby Energy. Try it today.
Welcome back to Conspiracy Theories. Tonight we really didn't have anything, but I decided we're going to do one on aliens.
And I said he's out of his mind. But you know what? What else is new? I still think it was funnier just to talk about the guy that punched the Cowboy fan who punched his TV.
It's not a conspiracy.
I think here is a conspiracy. The last time the Cowboys went to the playoffs, it was against the same team that just beat them. How come you guys can't beat the Niners in the playoffs?
It's Dak.
Okay, so we are doing one of the aliens. I just wanted to throw that out there. I'm always here, unless, on the ones that I don't do. Yeah, I know you guys are part of that nice little circle. No, I'm just saying why. Because see, the last time I'm thinking the Cowboys and the Niners played, I believe it was the ref that screwed you guys with that whole no, wait, move out of the way. I gotta reposition the football 90 degrees and throw it aside and kiss it. Okay, now you guys can. Oh wait, now time's up. I mean, I'm just saying it's really ridiculous. I mean, I just think, and I'm not. You know what? A friend of mine just showed me a clip about that amazing play that kept the 49ers alive, and that was an illegal receiver lined up as a tackle. So I honestly think that you guys got screwed. Like not once but twice. Hey, at least we actually can win a Super Bowl, but that's besides the point. All right, so go ahead, start with your aliens. Okay, let's continue where we were left off. Actually, we can start over. You wanted to do alien because you think they may exist, and you told me to not prove that they don't exist. Okay, let's have some fun with that. You were talking about Egyptian paintings, and I'm thinking, you know what, they were just probably painting what they would call prophecies. Back then, I mean, yeah, probably.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And the ghosts come back with?
Oh, you mean back when you actually had only 10 games to get to the playoffs versus 18 games? I mean, you actually had to earn it this round. So, anyway. I mean, no, I'm being serious. People keep bringing up the 1972 Dolphins that were unbeaten. They're still the only one that's unbeaten. But the thing is, they only had, 12 games? They had 12 games, and they were considered unbeaten. You got teams making 13-0, 14-0 before they finally get their first loss. Oh, but they're not unbeaten. But they technically made it further than the Dolphins did, Shut up. Now for another month.
I think we're supposed to play the video.
You do? I'm just going to turn it off. I'll just leave. Hey, you guys should start playing it during my birthday month. That's how it works. We both know Chief hasn't made one for himself yet. And Sis, where's yours at?
I don't need one. No.
And Sis, where's yours at?
I don't need one.
Yeah. I think
Chief does make one. If Chief does make one, technically it would be both ours because we're both in March.
No, I was talking about the conspiracy that the Cowboys were getting screwed. But if you don't agree the Cowboys are getting screwed, then we'll drop it. Okay, alien time. All right. So yeah, okay. Let's say theoretically there was one out there. That means they would have to be on a planet that has theoretically No, we can still make one for you. Let's see.
Alien talk.
How do you know where I'm going to be on my birthday? You're just assuming I'm going to be in town? Shit. Anyway. So they would have to come from a planet that has better technology than us to have space travel. And the only planets that are in our current solar system are giant rocks. Now, to even travel to the closest galaxy, which would be the Andromeda Galaxy, that would.
What if half the technology we have today came from some of their technology?
So the Andromeda Galaxy is 2.5 million light years away. That means it's going to take a long ass time to even get there. So therefore, the idea that an alien is randomly getting in an aircraft just to see if there might be life out there and then traveling millions of years just to finally get here is implausible. I mean, it would take us what, like, it takes about 9 months one way just to get to our closest planet, which is Mars. 9 months one way, 21 months round trip.
Okay.
So,
Where are you going with this?
huh?
Where are you going with this?
I'm going with the fact that if there were aliens out there, they would have to have better technology than us, and we know that doesn't exist in the solar system. So therefore, you have to go with another solar system, the closest one being the Andromeda Galaxy, and it's a million miles. That's a million years away for travel. No one would live that long. The closest planet we have is Mars, and that's 9 months to get there way.
Okay. Let's say you're right. But also, if I'm right, and this is why I'm saying
Wait,
this.
or are we talking about the aliens that come across the Mexican border?
I was about ready to say something like that, but okay. I was actually going to pinpoint. Or is there other dimensions like they're talking about, and they just figured out how to get into our dimension?
What are we doing? Quantum mechanics now, Ant-Man?
No, I'm being for real. They say there's other dimensions. Maybe they're from another dimension.
There is other dimensions. There's the
dimension.
first dimension plane. There's a second dimension plane. There's three-dimensional plane. There's a fourth.
Well, maybe, but that's what I'm saying. Maybe they have the technology to actually figure out how to jump from one to another that we don't have.
Even if they did, I'll throw that down. Even if they did, they still would need to know that other life exists before
And
they
why do
just say, huh?
Maybe that's why they're flying around, seeing if we're still here. Nope, they're not extinct yet. Come back. We'll check in a couple more years. Nope, they're still here.
So you're suggesting they can travel millions of years in a matter of 5 minutes?
Well, if that's the case, then the time travel everybody is talking about, all these videos of time travelers, would be inaccurate.
So that our next week's conspiracy, time travel, if it can or cannot happen.
No, because to me it kind of goes together.
How so?
Well, you look at it this way: there is a 1950s black and white flick running around with a woman talking on a cell phone. How the fuck did she get a cell phone in the 1950s?
How the hell were there communicators in space travel and Star Trek movies?
Those are movies. That's Hollywood. That's a big difference in actual real life.
Yeah, but TV shows, they make shit up all the time. But my point is, you have a good
Okay,
point. See, but a lot of our good
we can go back.
ideas,
We can go backwards here, and I
a
can
lot of
actually
good ideas have come from movies. I mean,
Yeah,
people
but
say, "Hey, you
okay.
got this."
What about Mike Tyson fight?
Fuck you.
Mike Tyson fight, where there was actually a real person holding a cell phone taking a picture of the fucking fight
What year was that?
in the '90s, where we didn't have
They
cameras.
had some cell phones in the
Not ones
90s.
that took pictures. They had the big bulky fuckers.
For people like us, maybe, but you don't think who do you think got the very first cell phone? Low schmo down the street or the multi-billionaire?
Yeah. Considering this was a Crazer phone, you're telling me they had a Crazer in the '90s?
Do you have evidence that existed?
Razors? They came out in the 2000s.
No, I mean, do you got a photo of this guy having this device?
2 seconds, my friend. 2 seconds, my friend. I will post this shit.
Chief, make a banner that has the Jeopardy theme or something, would you?
$19.95.
Okay. You got can I see the photo, please?
I'm getting there. Give me a second. All right. Screen recording. 3, 2, and 1. Right. Huh. You can clearly tell that's a cell phone, my friend.
That's clearly a camera. It doesn't say doesn't mean it's a cell phone.
That thin.
Oh yeah, they had cameras that thin back then.
I remember the '90s very clearly, and I remember going to Walmart and looking, and I never seen one like that. That is too fucking square and round the corners to be any type of camera we had in the '90s. There's a better picture, anyways, kinda, and it has a flash right there. But means we can do this one. We can do this, and you all can watch me type it. I don't give a shit. I will do this. 1995 cameras.
It says here in the 1970s, Bell Labs was starting to experiment with cell phones.
Oh, here you go. Figure that one out. These are the 1995 cameras.
Okay. Oh, whoa. Can you go back to the picture, please? We're
gonna see if we can find one here.
Because I'm thinking it could have been any of these square ones held sideways, and it could have been one of those portable cameras. Disposable cameras.
No. If anything, it'd be pretty close to this one, but there's no flash on the side. Well, wait a minute. We might have a fucking winner.
Yeah, you're talking about simple cameras. They had a lot of fancy stuff in the 90s. See, there you go. There's one that looks almost identical to it.
Nope.
It's not exact, but my point is
neither one of those are, but yet they have it titled like that, though. And none of these are even close to even resembling that of that Tyson fight. Not freaking one of them. So let's go back to my original search. Again, doesn't look like any of those.
Doesn't mean it wasn't one that was similar. I mean, I'm telling you, that looks more like a camera than it does a cell phone. I mean, I can see it clearly.
Well, she ain't sure as hell ain't holding it to her eye. Or he.
Don't mean anything.
I'm pretty sure the 90s cameras, you had to look through a lens.
You did, or you just hold it up and just pray that you're really good and get what you want.
Well, the funny thing is, if you notice, he isn't pointed at Tyson. It's the guy across.
Yeah, or maybe he's just pointing it to the ring in general, trying to get a good ring picture.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe we're on fucking crack.
I'm not sold. That was definitely a camera. That's no way in hell that was a cell phone.
The moment one, that is correct. Rest in peace, Radio Shack.
I'm not buying
it. Thank you all for stopping by and getting in on this. Well, that's the thing. If it's a time traveler, like they said, exactly, more advanced tech, like a folding phone or implant like Neuralink. Question. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. So it wouldn't necessarily have an antenna. If you remember the Crazer or the Razor phones from Motorola back in the early 2000s, I know I had one. They didn't have antennas. They were built in.
That's why I'm not saying it's a cell phone. I'm saying it's a camera. You don't need any antenna whatsoever for a camera.
Didn't need an antenna for a cell phone or anything earlier than after 2004.
But that photo wasn't after 2004, so that doesn't make sense.
Hence the word time traveler.
Hence the word. I'm sticking with something that's in that time frame. That what could it be? And I'm thinking camera, disposable camera. I mean, a whole lot of things.
You're looking at in your head and not outside the box. See, that's what people don't get about conspiracy theories. They're all outside the box. That's
why do you think? What do you think my job is in this conspiracy theory? Says you do a
Not
conspiracy
to debate
theory. You do a conspiracy theory, and I try to say where it doesn't make sense. See, that's why you needed a counterpart.
Wait a second. Or do we? That is the question. That's the point of the conspiracy. Or
okay,
do we?
fine. Where's your DeLorean?
A lot of stuff our government doesn't tell us that we have, nor will they ever. Come on, we recently just got the evidence of UFOs flying around, and our pilots seen them, and we heard the audio.
Yeah, that just means UFO don't mean alien. UFO just means we don't know what the fuck that was.
Well, that depends on what part they are from. Am I right or wrong? Time travelers can either go forward or backwards. We don't know exactly how far they have been. For all we know, they could have went from the future and from the past to the present. You wouldn't really know.
One problem with that theory.
No, honestly, I'm going backwards. I'm not going forward.
Because if you try saying that we can also go forward, then that means you are suggesting that free will is a myth. What we've done is always known. Well, no, we know they're real. They pop over the Mexican border all the time.
I am. He's not. And dude, you totally made me laugh. You're right. You're fucking right. 100% fucking right. Tell me where he's wrong in that sentence.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm the one going with aliens possibly could be real.
But never you have no proof. Yeah, but you have no. You have no proof of
God either. We go by him, so there's that.
Because I've also proved they existed with my last mount.
Did you? That is 100% of the question. The same question we're at right now.
Yeah, because I proved it with physics. I proved it with physics.
physics. I don't do physics. I go by logic and truth.
But
Truth is-
but there is logic in physics. I mean, why are you capable of sitting on your ass in that chair? Because you got gravity.
Yeah, that has nothing. That's just basic common fucking sense.
But gravity comes from
space, we
physics.
wouldn't have anything.
Why does Paul smell like shit all these years?
Ask Riley.
All right, that's a new conspiracy. Well, it all came from a time when really should I? I probably shouldn't. You get pissed. Oh boy. Interesting.
Well, here's a question. Okay. Here is a question.
I got an answer.
If God created us and if there is an alien, then who the hell created them?
If anything, you're actually helping my point.
Not really. Because why in hell would God create something so fucking hideous?
You are assuming they'd be hideous.
Space Jesus stuff.
You're assuming they'd be hideous. What makes you think they wouldn't be hideous?
We don't need proof to believe we aren't the only thing in the universe, the only living life forms in the universe living on Earth. See, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot we don't know because we can't get to outer space. We can't reach beyond that point. We never have.
That's not true, though. We have the technology. We have now scanned every single planet in this solar system.
We have scammed every person in the U.S. to believe we have been outside of it, but we have not.
We have proof that we've been to other planets.
We have proof that it was probably pre-recorded at Hollywood, like every other damn thing is, and we believe it that it's happened.
You can use a telescope, and look at some of the stuff that we've put on the other planets. So therefore, unless the government can picture,
yeah, buddy. So
we are going to have a different conversation. Yes, I know we're still planting planets, but so far every single planet we've seen so far has been either a giant rock or a giant cold rock that can't sustain life.
Well, here's the thing. If they're different from us, why would they need to be?
Well, here's the thing.
A planet that contains life. See, that's the thing. We're looking at planets that can contain our life, our needs. We don't know their needs. We don't know their wants.
I can answer that question if you let me.
How? Because you don't believe they exist.
Because the very first substance we would need is water.
Really?
None of these planets have water.
There is water on Mars. That's been proven.
There's proof that there used to be water on Mars. No proof that there is currently.
According to the last statement, they said there still was. Let me see.
Well, I could be wrong on that. Okay. Either way, it still defeats the purpose of the travel that it takes to even get there. If I recall, it was just a few years ago that our drone finally hit Pluto, and that took off like 20-some years ago. It takes too long to travel between the planets. It takes 9 months just to get to Mars. And I know, okay, fine. What planet has oxygen? They either have carbon dioxide or methane. So,
see, scientists have discovered planets that have water and oxygen.
I'm trying to ask which planet has oxygen.
You're assuming they need water. They're not us. We're still thinking like they're us. Not everything needs water to survive.
Name one thing that don't.
Corn. We now have biotechnology can grow anywhere without water and grow taller.
Okay, playing God aside, Name something that you don't, because I don't know about you, but us Iowa farm kids, I remember watering the crops, so I'm pretty sure they needed something. I understand what you're saying in Bogglehead, but my point is that fine. Let's say they don't need it. Let's say they have it their own way. The problem is none of the planets. All right. Let's say there is. Okay, I'll throw the dice out. Says let's say there is something on another planet.
Okay.
Why have we not been able to define it yet?
Who says that? Who says we haven't?
Because we have photos from every single planet, and yet to cease anything.
That they would tell us.
That you make it seem like only NASA has the ability to look at other planets. I mean, dude, just go get yourself a $500 telescope, and you can see stuff on other planets.
No, you're missing the point. We can only see the planet. We can't see what's on them like they can. They've probably been to these fucking things. They have satellites that can zoom in on them. We don't have that shit.
You don't think some of these satellites you can't?
All I'm saying is our government isn't going to tell us everything because of mixed emotions or fear, or we might go out and riot, or we'll be like the people out there on fucking Independence Day holding up signs saying welcome.
Yeah, because they're gonna. Yeah, we're gonna do that if we find life just walking around on Jupiter. We're gonna like, hey, welcome from Earth.
I agree.
I'm not. So explain the aliens that come from over the border. Okay, I'm gonna keep throwing that out.
Exactly. Which means they wouldn't need our atmosphere.
That means they would die in our atmosphere.
Exactly. No, because ours has carbon monoxide. So here's the thing. If you're going to talk about illegal
fine. Then how come? Fine. I'll use the term humanoid. How about that? Humanoid. Could there be a creature that walks or communicates or whatever? Maybe a form of animal.
Form
mammal.
Of fiction.
Or whatever.
Fiction.
Well, here's a question. Why isn't there any form of plant life that we've seen so far?
Again, have we? Probably. Oh, have we seen it? Probably not. They ain't going to tell you everything they find. Why would they do that?
Why wouldn't they?
Again, why would they? It's our government. They are trained to keep secrets from the humans.
Our government, maybe, but we're not the only government that's explored.
Well, exactly. But all the governments all have one common goal, which is one thing they all meet at: the UN, the United Nations. Do you think they all talk on camera? Hell no, they're talking before those cameras even get there. You're only seeing a small bit of what they're talking about.
Because anybody that would discovered this would be one hell of a rich motherfucker.
No. Yeah, probably. And probably would be dead of genocide before he even leaked the information out. Come on, look at Snowden. He's still over in Russia hiding.
I thought he was getting pardoned.
Fuck no.
That's what I was told.
No. When Obama was in office, Obama wanted to have a conversation with him, and want him to come back to the States to DC, and Putin goes, I ain't stupid. You're gonna court martial him and have him beheaded. No,
Yeah,
that
but
ain't happening.
yeah, but Trump, I was pretty sure was pardoning him.
Said he was gonna think about it, never did it. Big difference.
And are we talking about the whole God surgery? I'm talking about the distance between traveling to other solar systems. It takes 9 months to get to Mars, and it takes. And I said, what did I say earlier?
But they have
The
better
Andromeda Galaxy,
technology.
which is the closest galaxy,
Let,
is
let me
2.5 million light years away. He did make a Space Force. Yep, we now have a new branch of the government, new military branch, Space Force. It's a side branch of the Air Force.
Okay, I have one for you. This is an astronaut reveals that aliens have better technology than humans. That was back in 2008. Now, how did that astronaut know that they have better technology if we've never seen them or communicated with them?
because by
I'll wait.
I'm okay. Because if they did have the ability to come here, then that means they would have better technology than us because we can't do that. And they could. So if they could do that, they would have better technology than us. But I'm telling you, where would they come from knowing that the closest neighbor is 9 months away and the closest galaxy is 2 million years away? That means they would have to be able to travel. And I don't know about you, but my ass is to get in a spaceship just to say, hey, let's just go see what's in that other galaxy and, million miles away.
I'm just saying he ain't the first astronaut to say it like that.
Yeah, he said that if there's aliens, they have better technology than us.
Exactly. He said aliens have better technology. How would he know that? How would NASA know that if they've never spoken to them? Or even know that they exist? They're acting like they've known this the whole time. So that's $1 million question. Have they actually made contact with them and actually spoke with them to know their technology?
Then that same astronaut should have answered that question.
Well, let me read from further into the article.
This is fun.
Okay. So this guy, Dr. Edgar Mitchell, was from the Apollo 14 mission.
Okay, Russian. If that's true, that means it would take that long to get there.
He says here, but if he was swift to announce that presence of announcing that aliens are little people who look strange to us. The terrible,
Yeah.
perhaps great news for techies. Dr. Mitchell also revealed that our technology, and I believe he was included both Google and Facebook in this, is not nearly
The
as
little people over the border.
sophisticated as that of aliens. There's your illegal aliens you were talking about.
Yeah, the little people over the border that speak a different language. We come in peace. We clean. We clean. Okay, I gotta stop that. All right, I gotta stop that.
Here's is what he said. He added that the relief for all of us stuck here on this round water dominated wasteland is that aliens are generally an peaceable bunch, not the sort to invade foreign lands, whatever in the hell, mutilate the inhabitants and take advantage of their natural resources, like Dan Rather, Kim Kardashian, and Starbucks. Oh, here you go. Strangely, Dr. Mitchell also claimed the government over the last 60 years had covered up that alien visitations and their amphibious technical superiority. What the fuck? Whatever. So, if what he says is fact true, I know, right? So, if what he is in fact true, then everything is just one big cover up, and we've been told everything I've been saying is a fucking lie. Correct? Well, we went from 7 viewers to 3. We were going pretty big on here. I was shocked. So, I know, right? Yeah, I am going in on this one. Because it's fun when me and him have debates like this because it's hilarious because we try to prove each other wrong. And most of the time we both come out and look at each other like, well, this is what I found. It's kind of cool. We do best when we bounce off each other. That's what makes this fun. If only the chief knew how to work like this.
No, he don't. He's a my way or the highway kind of guy. Too bad we couldn't get our other friend to join us.
Who?
Show.
Who?
Show.
Oh God, my bad. I don't know if he'd even be in on this.
Yeah, well, we both know how strong in the other direction he likes to be, and it can get a little.
He would probably say the aliens created the flat Earth theory. And I am not covering that, just so y'all know. That is the biggest bullshit known to man.
He believes it.
No. In that
Which
case,
flat Earth theory? The one about the oceans, or the one about North Pole, or the one about Antarctica?
The one that the whole world's just flat. It's not
which one? There's 3.
No, there's only one that I know of, and that's one where we're just all just sitting here. The world isn't rotating. It isn't nothing. It's just flat.
No, well, you should see the one about the Antarctica. It's even more nuts.
In that case, the sun would never come up in certain parts. Sorry, folks. Scientists have proven this, that the world rotates into the sunlight. Hello. You think that it's flat and the earth just, and the sun just magically goes over here, or goes over here, or then up here? Why, the flat earth remains just not moving.
Oh, boy.
And if that's the case, how did aliens fly around the earth if it's flat? I thought about it, but no. On off. That's it. God turned out the lights. He's mad. To your rooms.
All right. I don't really got much else tonight. We've had a little laugh.
I don't know. I could keep going on this.
Yeah, no.
I'm pretty sure I can find another one, another article.
We really got to start the debate night.
Huh.
We had you know what? We went up to 12 people watching, and now we're down to 4.
Yeah, because we went off the rails like we normally do, and it kills the vibe.
Mm.
We need to quit doing that. Aliens is a popular subject, man. A lot of people chime in on it to hear what people think and how many people disagree, how many people agree. That's the thing about aliens, and that's why I kind of wanted to do this one.
You did not know what the hell you were talking about. Going to talk about 50 minutes ago.
Yeah,
You said let's wing it.
15. We've been on the air now for 41 minutes.
I said 50, 50.
Not even 50. We've been on the air for 41 minutes.
Right. And 10 minutes before that, you had no idea what the hell you were doing.
Yeah, I said aliens. You said no. And then we start talking about it. I'm like, see, we're covering a conspiracy. What are we doing? Put it on the air. Come on. What the fuck? All I'm going to say is...
Hey, maybe
here,
here's one. Here's a conspiracy theory. Are birds drones?
I'm not even going to answer that. I don't know who the fuck come up with that. Probably AOC.
Oh, wait. Maybe birds are aliens.
Again, probably AOC. She likes to come up with some stupid shit.
Maybe cats are aliens. I mean, you saw a goose in the Avengers.
That would explain why the cats land on their feet when you throw them in the air. And why some of them look demon possessed half the time.
There you go. Your pets are your aliens. There you go. Case closed.
Okay, if the cats are aliens, then what's the ones coming across the southern border?
Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna get ourselves in trouble by keep saying that.
Don't worry. Flag behind us will get us in more trouble than that.
Oh, right. They don't like anything that's patriotic.
Anything that stands for 3%ers. Even though
or this. This one.
So I do have a question though.
I thought you were a Russian. Birds were replaced by drones in 1986. Oh, there you go. Insidious. There's your new conspiracy theory.
I'm not even going to touch that. Because if that's the case, why are they still eating worms? Why are they still eating birdseed? And why are they still drinking nectar?
Well, who says robots can't act like they're consuming something?
And why is it when you run them over, they still have blood and no signs of electronical parts anywhere? I will wait.
Oh, looks like he got you there.
And A Rush, no offense to you, but you went through the proper damn channels. You're kind of excluded from that whole argument. Well,
oh, now it's all bird. Oh, now we're going to.
Didn't say all birds. Well, I didn't. I just know any bird that I've ever seen growing up till now, none of them had electrical parts. And when they fell out of a tree, they didn't exactly get back up. And I'm pretty sure some of them still lay eggs. It's a drone egg. I'm having way too much fun with this one. And if that's the case, that would explain why squirrels are stupid. Don't go here. Haven't been here. Dead. Climb up on this damn pole that's running a high voltage through it. Dead.
I don't know, man.
The car, dead.
You should watch those YouTube videos of the guy that builds the squirrel obstacle course. Those are funny as hell.
Squirrels are funny as hell. They are very fun to watch. And you know why? You want to know what the biggest hunter's worst nightmare is? A fucking squirrel. Because the moment he smells you and he starts chattering, he's alerting everybody. He's here. And then you won't ever see a fucking deer because they just went hiding. They are the narc of the woods. And they say they can't communicate. My ass. Fucking squirrels. Don't even get me going on those Canadian geese. Them fuckers trotting across the road with 100 other friends.
Hmm.
You know, I agree with Ron White. Build the net. They are dangerous animals. They took a freaking jet out of the sky. Took it in the Hudson River. I take it Ghost didn't know that.
Are you talking about the movie?
No, it's actually really happened.
I know it really happened, but you're talking about the thing that's based off the movie that's based off.
Canadian geese took it down.
I thought it was just random birds.
No, they were geese. They were Canadian geese.
Well, they said bird strike. They didn't say geese strike.
Well, a geese is a bird.
I know, but
hence, still took it down. Still landed in the water.
Great. Now I want to see that movie again. Shit.
It was a good movie.
It was.
Flight's a good one too. Have you ever seen that one, Flight?
Yeah, I've seen it.
That was an okay one.
But what are we, dude? What's our next series? We're going to.
I know.
Critique movies.
No. This is fun. Just actually random talking. No, this is what happened the last time. We just turned into random talking, and everybody just kind of chimed in. No, next one I am doing. I've been watching a lot of airplane crash videos, and people say I'm weird.
Dude, there's so many other reasons why you are.
Anywho, some of them are kind of conspiracy on their own, really. It makes you really wonder if it's pilot error or is it a plane error, or there's always something that happens and it's always really weird, and sometimes it's the most simplest thing ever. Like, I did learn something new, that Boeing likes to have their pilots more involved, while the other branch don't. They want their stuff fully automated, to where the pilot only takes over if he absolutely has to. Like, this son of a bitch will land the freaking plane. The pilot just sits there. And he has to get it to lift off. But landing, it does all on its own. Freaking weird, huh? Not McConnell Douglas. I know that. It's one of the other ones. Other big named suppliers. So, if birds are drones, what does that make us?
Simulations from space. We don't have free will. We're all being controlled by a higher being.
The fucking government.
I said higher being.
Yeah, the fucking government. Sit.
They're not
Sit,
higher.
Boy. Sit.
They're not higher.
They think.
Well, let's face it. Joe couldn't find his ass if he was sitting on his hands.
Sure he could. As soon as he falls down the stairs. There's my ass. It hurts. We can make fun of this guy all day. I'm pretty sure I have all night. I can keep going.
Well, unfortunately, somebody has to cook dinner.
At 1:34 a.m., that is one late dinner.
Well, when you got a late wife that works late, you do what you got to do. You know that. I'm gonna make some pork steaks,
I would have
Shou-
said Chinese takeout.
shoulder blade steaks, pork blade, shoulder blade steaks. I'm pretty good at making that.
My next one is who invented the barbecue?
What?
Yeah, I'm kind
I
of
mean,
curious.
who invented the bar? You mean like who invented the grill? I mean, what
Yeah,
you?
who invented the barbecue grill? Who really designed it? I don't,
Dude, I mean, I don't
that's a
know.
good one. I'm going to look that up right now. Actually,
Well, wait a minute. What are you getting at? People's been cooking outside since the campfire days. What exactly are you getting at?
the actual first barbecue pit, genius.
The first time someone decided, hey, this is a safer place to put your fire.
If that's the case.
Is anybody even still here?
Yeah. Well, the history of barbecue, the process of slowly cooking meat in original colonial.
Dude, do we
Okay,
have to
moving
do
on.
this? You're just going to get me hungry.
There is no conspiracy on that because I guess nobody made one. It just magically appeared. But hey, I am doing that this summer though. I am making my own actual brick barbecue pit. What?
I'm hungry, and you're talking about food.
Oh, I could get worse. I could get better and make some nice.
I'm gonna slap you.
You can't slap through a computer.
Who said it'll be today?
Who said it'll be tomorrow? Who said it'll be next week?
I'll figure something out.
That's what she said. Anywho,
I'm sure how lies.
huh?
No.
My comment section got kind of slow. What happened in there? Did everyone decide to say fucking Sidious tonight? Well, we got Bogglehead. He's still here. Got one on Sidious streaming, one on Ghost streaming, and one on the Highway 34. Anywho, so we have come to the conclusion aliens take at your own risk. If you believe it, you believe it. If you don't, it's on you. I mean, it's just, to me, all this stuff kind of goes in together because if we do believe there is dimensions and we don't know how to get to those dimensions, obviously somebody else has figured it out, which you would think would make scientists more eager to find out how. Or make ghosts more eager to find out how. Hey, here's a conspiracy. The conspiracy of the micro penis. How does it happen?
Oh boy.
What? You don't think that ain't a conspiracy? It's a real thing. There's a guy out there who could be 6'5" and have a tiny dingling about like that. And then
Everybody, we want to apologize here from this Highway 34. Let's face it.
Not yet. Yeah, they kind of bring this out of me. It happens.
Oh, but Chief isn't that tall.
Oh fuck! And that he went there. I figured
Half
either he
right.
was gonna say it or Hugo was. Oh damn! Damn! He fucking went there. Oh fuck! That just happened. For those that just joined, we were talking about micro penises, and well, Bogglehead had to put this up here, and well, he went there. He fucking went there. I figured Hugo would have, but he didn't. So, how's everybody doing tonight out here in YouTube and Twitch and Facebook? And remember, if you have a conspiracy, let us know. I'll be more than happy to take a look at it and figure out something. Today was aliens. We discovered that they possibly exist, and it was really your own interpretation. I mean, if you believe it or don't, but I'm still interested on the dimension things. I mean, we still have all these dimensions, and we know they're there, but what doesn't make sense? That we have dimensions that we can't get to, but they obviously can get to us.
Mm.
Actually, that's something I haven't done yet tonight, and I can do that real quick before you go. Oh, okay. Now this is really getting weird.
All right.
Okay. Breaking freaking news. We need that one right now. So I just did some more research real quick on Idaho murders. And this one is weird. It gets really weird.
Can you give me like 5 minutes before you talk about that? I'll be right back.
Oh,
Just give
what
me.
am I going to talk about in the meantime?
I'm sure with your crazy theories, you'll figure something out.
No, not with my crazy mind. Argarthra. Let me look that up while I'm waiting on him to give this update. So, give me a minute here. Ah, okay. I see where you went with that. It's kind of like the lost city of Atlantis that we haven't found. Interesting. I will definitely be looking into that. If anybody else has a topic that a conspiracy theories, I will make a list and I will go through them one by one. I will even make it a special day where I do it, whether it be a Sunday or a Tuesday like this one. But just finding out what I just found out is freaking bizarre. And like I said, I hope he hurries up because I really want to get into this. Because it is fascinating. Because it more moves towards me, what I've been saying. I really don't believe this guy did it, and I'm sticking with that. I think they're just wanting to pin it on somebody. And the more I look at all this, the more I'm finding. And they just put up a new update about an hour ago, and it is getting weirder than when it wasn't already. And it's funny because they're actually going through a whole freaking new timetable thing also, and I'm going to get into that as well when they get into this. When hopefully whenever the ghost gets back, because I'm on hold and I don't like being on hold. It's not fun for me. My creative mind kicks in and it takes me places I don't like to go. So there's that. Fuck, here a little bit, we'll be looking up how God created the earth and God knows what else. Yeah, that's the kind of shit my brain goes into. Right there. I'm not joking. I'll literally start looking this shit up. Bear alone, 1,000 Ways to Die on top of it. Even though, like, we all haven't seen the TV show. In some way, shape, or form. He didn't mute his mic again either. He has that habit. So, while we're waiting, does anybody else have anything we want to talk about? Anyone in chat? Drop a comment, let me know. So, I'm hoping the ghost gets back here soon so I have something to talk about. But literally, if I start looking up random shit, we will be here forever. And I'm not even exaggerating. Because it can happen. Fuck it, we're going to look up weird shit. Somebody name something in the chats. Give me something. Something weird. Just anything. We'll look it up right now. I'm that bored. Anything you've ever wanted to know or had a thought on it, does it have? Okay. Maybe it does have to be of age. Maybe. All right. Oh no, not again. Well, we have a new one. We have a freaking new one. Trending now, the Doomsday Clock, the Battle to Armageddon. That was just launched just now, may I add, as of today. So we will now get into that. I will share screen this because this is funny to me. That every freaking year it seems like we have a new one, and it's always something. It's just always something. So I will click into this article. This is, you can't make this up. Look at this. This is what instantly pops up. This is 2 hours ago. Officials say U.S. will send Ukraine tanks. Doomsday clock nears Armageddon. Russia war on Ukraine. Latest U.S. Germany sends tank, sources say. So we go into all this, and it's funny. Yahoo, 90 seconds to midnight, the closest to apocalypse. Doomsday clock explained. How close are we? Armageddon in 2023. See, here's the thing that I love about these people is they really have nothing better to do than to come up with the most common conspiracy theory. It's so easy. Because I don't care what religion you follow, it all says the same thing. There is no time given date for a reason. But if you want to keep guessing and keep wasting your time, go ahead. Hell, I'll not listen. If I can remember how many times I said the world was going to end. So if I remember correctly, Y2K happened. Many people woke up scared, crying. Woke up the next day, we're still here. The next one, what was the other one that was there? Shortly after that one, there was another one. So freaking many, anyways. And I know there was one back in 2016 where we believed we wouldn't be here. We were all going to be dead. Something was going to hit the earth. The moon was going to come into the earth. Well, that didn't happen. Here we are. I was at work looking up at the sky saying, yep, here we go. And I look at the clock. I'm like, oh, damn, it's already been 10 minutes. We're still here. Gave it another hour. I'm like, yep, continue working, guys. We're still here. We're not going nowhere. So you look at how many times they have been trying this. It's never enough. And I'm going to read the Yahoo one just because it seems funny. 90 seconds to midnight, the closest to apocalypse. And you know what's funny is it is funnier than hell. So now we have Russia's ongoing invasion of the Ukraine, the climate crisis, the biological threats, such as the unchecked spread of COVID-19, were the leading reason given by the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientist, a nonprofit organization of scientists, policy experts, for setting the hand of the clock closer to human extinction than they have ever been before, including at the height of the Cold War. So they have managed to get all of that paragraph right here into saying we have a doomsday clock.
Sorry. What's up?
We have a doomsday clock.
What?
You'd have to rewatch. Apparently, with us wanting to send Ukraine tanks, it moves the hand of the doomsday clock up.
Oh, right.
And there's another article called 90 Minutes to Midnight, where it covers pretty much every bad part of the Bible in just the first paragraph and says that we have never been closer to apocalypse than ever before since the Cold War. So apparently, even I don't know. I'm tried.
So what's going on with Idaho?
Okay, now I can share screen now, and we can finally break into that because I'm excited for this. This is something I've been waiting for a while now.
Sorry, I just look at my recipe. It says it takes an hour to cook it.
So, anywho, Brian, I'm just going to say Brian because I don't want to try to pronounce his name. It's just not
the suspect. Yeah.
Who cares? Brian sent a gushing email to local police chief months before the alleged murder of 4 University of Idaho students in a brutal attack in Moscow, Russia.
Where? You're done. You're done.
Sorry.
We'll talk about
Idaho.
this tomorrow. He's already in Russia.
It has been revealed the 28-year-old PhD student applied for a research assistant position in public safety with the Pullman Police Department in Washington in early 2022, was interviewed by the Pullman Police Chief, Gary Jenkins, for the position. After April 12th meeting, Brian sent an email to the police chief saying, "It was a great pleasure to meet with you today and share my thoughts and excitement regarding the research assistantship for public safety. It is unclear if Mr. Brian was offered the position, which was due to start in August." Months later, on November 13th, 28-year-old allegedly stabbed to death students. He is facing the death penalty on charges of 4 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of burglary.
Are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting I'm going with my original.
Are you suggesting there's a motive?
I don't think there is one. Okay, listen to this. Court documents unsealed last week showed that 15 items, including hairs, receipts, a disposable glove, and items with red stains, were recovered from his home in Pullman, Washington, during a search. Yeah. All right, key points. Brian met local police chief, sent him a gushing email months before the murders. Moscow restaurant where victims work denies Brian's claims. Attorney debunks speculation about co-defendant's discovery. Chilling online comments from suspect as teen revealed. Voices, the Uri online world of Idaho case. While Americans has long been fascinated with true crime, the shocking brutality and seemed randomness of Moscow murders sent the internet's community into overdrive. Conspiracy theories and rumors have dominated the investigation, with thousands of people joining social media groups to discuss their take on what transpired and why. Okay, first off, I'm going to stop right there. We are in conspiracy theory land, as we know as of right here. I have not tried to conspire anything because you have not said anything of why he conspired. You have not given anything on this guy that even keyed him to it. So they want to sit here.
Are you talking to me, or are you just talking in general?
I'm talking in general. They have not gave us nothing that said this guy did anything. We found the red glove with red stains on. Hello, what's his procession? What's he going for school for again? Did they forget? I said this last week. Why didn't I bet you they didn't even DNA test it? Guarantee it. I would almost bet it. The Independent Rachel Sharp writes, let's hear this. Dickies tag receipts from Walmart, Marshall seized from Brian's home. According to the search warrant record, investigators also seized 1 receipt from Walmart, 2 from Marshall's, and a tag from the clothing brand Dickies. But with what significance, if any, can actually be cleared from the list? The Independent spoke to 2 experts, Dr. Monte Miller, former crime scene investigator, forensic expert for Texas Department of Public Safety, former FBI agent Jennifer Kohlenberger, for their takes on the items. Dr. Miller said investigation could seek to prove that the items listed on these receipts and whatever the tag came from match with the clothing worn by the alleged killer. Okay, so he bought some clothes and he wore them. What the fuck?
Oh no!
May have bought something to wear and discard. Well, if they got ripped due to him using them for his field work, then I guess he would probably have threw them away. Once again, nothing. And then law enforcement found these receipts and asked, where are these clothes? He said the receipts could also reveal how long in advance the clothing was purchased. I think that those would indicate not only what was purchased, which is relevant to the crime, right? But also when, which I think is very important to see timing, to see a forethought that this was planned. Was this just one day, several days before? The timestamp to me is important as well. So, okay. I hear where they're saying with that part of it, but I gotta know. Me. I have to know. What times were they? Why isn't that in here? Why haven't they released that information? I know because
you're making some sense, huh?
Huh? Continue.
No, go ahead. No,
I just want to know. They say they have all this
no, I mean,
evidence. They have all this evidence that, but okay, but where is it? Where's these timestamps? You released it. Where are they? You're talking about it, but where is it? Fuck, for all we know is the FBI went back and backdated a bunch of receipts at the damn store and said, hey, look here. We know how they like to do that kind of shit. Possible animal hair found. Possible? Now we're not even sure? Ay, ay, ay.
Bring this stupid trash down from the bathroom.
fine.
I heard that.
Everyone heard that. I guess they got off early today. So we're going to have to close this up soon. Do you have a problem with doing a part 2 on this tomorrow?
I'm gonna rush this up real quick because I'm just kind of glancing real quick.
Okay.
So they found the discovery in the case in within 14 days.
Sounds about right.
Says Brian's attorney, Ann Taylor, filed a discovery request in the case, asking the judge to order the prosecution to hand over all discovery in the case within 14 days. Among the discovery requests were witnesses' statements, digital media, police reports about the case. Also includes a request for information about co-defendant in the case, statements of co-defendant, any written or record statements by co-defendant, which is irrelevant because she has to know. I mean, that's what she has to know.
Okay.
Okay, so he followed the female victims, probably because they were in his area. Duh. Doesn't mean he did anything. Yeah, we know he has to appear in June, but why? Why so far out if you have anything? But yeah, we can do a part 2 on this tomorrow because I want to see if anything else comes out between what that just led and what happens after. But what was your take on all that real quick before we close out?
You're making a lot of sense.
On how they have nothing?
How something is just not adding up.
No. A red glove. What's he going to college for? He works with dyes. He works with the hundreds of things. I bet, like I said, where's the DNA evidence they said they had? Obviously, that's something that should have been front page news. DNA matched 100%. This is why he's charged. They use it on every other case, and it's front headlined.
Yep.
So I'm I'm gonna go with. I swear they have nothing on this guy. He is literally a fall guy. They're just trying to close the case out as quick as possible.
Quick as possible. How long it takes them to get this guy?
And the FBI got tired of waiting and just picked the guy out of the crowd. What got me was the traffic stop was in Texas.
That was Indiana.
No, it was fucking Texas.
Okay, we gotta go through that tomorrow. Because I thought it was Indiana. All right.
And the funny thing was, and if you look at the timestamp of when it was arrested, it was before.
All right, everybody. I gotta go, otherwise we continue.
No, I'm not going to continue. We will do a part 2 tomorrow. So if you're here and you want to follow in tomorrow, you can. We will be back. And I will not be calling that one Conspiracy Theories. It will be Idaho Update.
All right.
But in the meantime, you guys have a good night. And we shall see you tomorrow with the update and so forth. So